Hi, I'm Kahan, and I'm going to be covering infant tips. When interacting with your infant, you should smile at them, use infant-directed speech, and engage in joint attention with them once they've developed joint attention skills, which are typically developed at 6 months of age. Engaging in joint attention includes reading with them, eating with them, or any other activity that involves communication. In each one of our infancy videos, you can see that the father smiled at Alex and used infant-directed speech. He also engaged in joint attention through reading with Alex at the 9 and 12-month stages after she became capable of joint attention.
Hi, I'm Alexia and I'll be talking about toddlerhood. When interacting with your toddler, be their communicative partner and not their communication tester. In simple terms, cater the topic of conversation and your contribution to their abilities. Speak more about the here and now and not about the past and the future. Be willing to topic hop because they will. Finally, accept the burden of interpreting the communicative intent because it will not always be clear what they're talking about. You can see in our Toddlerhood video that Alex's father let Alex take the wheel and essentially be the primary communicator. He didn't ask too many questions and didn't redirect to something other than what she was focused on. When she decided to stop reading the book and call her mom instead, he let her do that and actually entertained her playing behavior by asking, "Oh, you're going to pretend to call mom?"
Hi, I'm Michaela and I'll be covering general tips. There aren't many coaching tips we can provide you to use with the preschooler or school-age child specifically, but there are great tips that are applicable to all age groups. When interacting with your child, provide them good models of language. This means don't intentionally speak with improper grammar or pronunciation. Correct their incorrect language and reinforce them when they produce correct language. Be a good listener. It's important that your child feels encouraged to communicate because otherwise they will not allow themselves to fail and grow as a result.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I will also be covering general tips. Follow your child's lead. They would much rather speak about their own interests than yours. And you want them communicating as often as possible, so it's your responsibility to be interested in what your child is saying. Encourage turn-taking with your child because there are social rules to conversation that they need to learn. Finally, expand and extend conversation for the same reason that you want to give them as many opportunities to use language as you can.
Hi, I'm Kahan, and I'm also covering interindividual differences. Ideally, every caregiver in the world would be using these tips to reinforce his or her child's language development, but in reality, not all caregivers are able to adequately support the language development of their children, and this is for innumerable reasons. This variability in caregiver support partially explains the language differences we see between children of the same age. As mentioned earlier, Alex's father used some of these tips while other caregivers might not have with their children, which means that some children of the same age as Alex did not develop their language as well as Alex did. Interindividual language differences can also be attributed to differences in the gender and birth order of children. Girls develop certain lexicon earlier than boys because the style of their interaction that they receive from their parents is usually conversation-based, while the style of interaction that boys receive from their parents is conversation-based, or rather play-based. Firstborn children develop more advanced lexicon and grammar, while secondborn children develop more conversational skills.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I'll also be covering intra-individual differences. While inter-individual differences are differences between children, intra-individual differences are differences within a child. The best example of an intra-individual difference is language comprehension skills developing much faster than language production skills. In the videos, you will notice Alex develops vocabulary earlier and more rapidly than she develops syntax. This is evident when she asks, "Why bear sad?" in the Toddlerhood video.